शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। In Maitrayani Upanishad also it is described how this body is filthy and it is not worthy of taking to Kamopa Bhoga. Further, about this dirty condition of the body is being described. Shariramidam.
Shariram idam maithunat eva udbhutam Samvid vyapetam niraya iva mutra dvarena nishkrantam Asti vishchitam Mausena anuliptam Charmana avanadham Vitputra vittakafa majja medo vasakhi anyaihi cha Malaihi bahubhi paripurnam Poshaha iva vasuna iti cha Chikitsaya cha roga shantir na niyata.
This body is of such nature. What is it? Idam shariram. This body. Maithunad eva udbhutam. Udbhutam, born from procreation. Maithuna, procreation. Samvid vyapetam. Vyapetam is devoid of. Devoid of samvid means it is devoid of sentiency. It is jada, inert by itself. Samvit here is sentiency, not pure chaitanya, etc. Sentiency. Vyapetam. Nirayaha iva. It is like a hell. Niraya is hell. It is like a hell. We don't know, but you can imagine what hell will be. You see from this. Nirayaha iva. That's why I say iva. It is like a hell. Mutra dvarena nishkrantam. It emerges from the urinary passage. If you are to take upalakshana further, urinary passage means the lower abdomen dirty region. It emerges from a dirty region. So that way by upalakshana you have to take it. Mutra dvarena nishkrantam. Nishkrantam means emerge. Astibhi chitam. It is collected together, held together with the help of scaffolding of the bones. The scaffolding that is provided is that of the bones. Astibhi chitam. Astibhi chitam. Mausena anuliptam. Plastered by flesh. Anuliptam, plastered, smeared, plastered by flesh. Mausena anuliptam. Charmana avanadham or avabaddham. It is avabaddham, fastened, bound by charma, properly packed by that is the only thing because of which it doesn't appear to be, even from their sweat and all that comes, but still at first sight it doesn't appear to be so filthy. Otherwise you can imagine, just imagine it, okay? Skin is removed and you imagine the physical body. You can know what it is. So therefore it is charmana avabaddham, fastened by, bound by the skin. Full of all these paripurnam. This is wit, that is full of feces, mutra, urine, kapha, phlegm, pitta, bile, Majja, that is for the humors. Majja, marrow, meda. So the meda, the fat. Meda, the fat. Medo vasadhi. Medo vasa is the fat. So medas is one of the ingredients. So again, medo vasadhihi also anyaischa amayaihi. I think in your book malaihi is there. So by other dirty things, here amayaihi means rogaihi. By others, by other rogas, other diseases, amayaicha bahubhi, not one or two. So by that means many varieties of them. So paripurnam, it is replete with all these. It's full of this. How, like a illustration is vasuna koshaha iva. Like a kosha, a treasury, how it is full of money, wealth, like that, this body is full of nothing but filth. So vasuna iva iti. Again, cha, also further, chikitsaya cha roga shantihi na niyata. You say, bahubhi amayaihi paripurnam. It is full of many diseases. I think this will not be a problem in the high-tech medicine, isn't it? In the high-tech medicine, advanced so much. High-tech medicine, you keep your purse intact, okay? I heard some radio interview. 75% of the surgeries done in America are not essential. Doctor himself told. The doctors only, they told 75% of the surgeries are not really required. Now think of it. Anyway. So now, okay, chikitsa, that is what treatment, medical treatment. Chikitsaya cha roga shantihi na niyata. No certainty that by chikitsa, by the medical treatment, you are going to get cured. Means that is, it is not certain, or there is no rule that medicines will certainly cure. If they cure, thank your stars. So that is the thing. It is an anugraha of the Lord, you can say, but there is no rules as such. There is no certainty that the diseases can get cured by the medicines or that is therapies, chikitsa therapy. Then suppose the disease got cured, no guarantee that it will not relapse.
शान्तः अपि रोगः कदाचित् पुनः उदेति नवभिः छिद्रैः निरन्तरं स्रवत्सु मलेषु रोमकूपैः संख्यातैः श्रिन्ने गात्रे
कूपैः असंख्यातैः
रोमकूपैः असंख्यातैः श्रिन्ने गात्रे को नाम खेदेन प्रक्षालयितुं शक्नुयात्
शान्तः अपि. What शान्तः? रोगः शान्तः अपि. Even when the disease is cured, this kadachit punaha udeti, at times it relapses, it again surfaces, udeti. Further, this body is like this. Navachid means this body you can never really keep it clean. Why? It is like our streets, etc. More, see, maybe municipality may be sweeping, but the rate at which the garbage is thrown, it can never be, that is really clean like here. However much you may attempt to clean it, but the filth is coming on perpetually. So that is navachidraihi, in this body which has got 9 apertures, 9 holes, 7 on the face, 2 at the bottom, 9 holes. Navachidraihi nirantaram maleshu sravatsu. Nirantaram, continuously, when mala, the filth is what? Oozing, sravatsu, when it oozes out. And again, Roma kupaihi asankhyataihi svinne gatre. When the gatra can mean body or limbs, here you have to take at the body. When the body is svinne, svinne means when it is perspired, means when it perspires. From where? How it perspires? Asankhyataihi roma kupaihi. Through the pores in the skin. How many are there? Pores in the skin? Asankhyataihi. From the innumerable pores in the skin, when the body perspires, ko nama svedena prakshalaytum shaknuyat. In your book, khedena is there? Khedena or svedena. See, both can be taken. Khedena means with so much of exertion, who can really clean it? So praksha, to wash it. So prakshalaytum, to cleanse it. So who? Ko nama means how come? How come? By arduous effort, by industrious effort, this body can be cleansed. If it is khedena. If it is svedena, how come even by sweat? Sweat means here great effort. By sweat and toil, you say, even by sweat and toil, who can really cleanse this body? Means it is just not possible to cleanse this body. And for this reason only, the earlier masters have described the nature of this body like this further.
Kaduktam purvacharyahi navachidrayuta dehaha Shravanti ghatika iva Bhaya sauche na sudhyanti Nanta shaucham cha vidyate.
Taduktam is tasmat. Therefore, purvacharyahi uktam. The earlier masters have described or said this about this body of ours. Navachidra kritaha dehaha. These bodies are made of, they are what? Endowed with kritaha or yutaha, are made up of or endowed with 9 apertures from which the filth pours out. Ghatikaha iva sravanti. Ghatikaha iva, like leaking mud pot. Like the leaking mud pot, ghatika iva sravanti, pour out the filth. They pour out the filth like a leaking pot. Means from the leaking pot continuously water oozes like that. From these 9 apertures continuously the filth pours out. Then that better you cleanse it. Bahya shauchaihi na shuddhyanti. By external cleansing, it really cannot be cleansed. Then you clean it inside. Anta shaucham tu na vidyate. There is no method of cleaning the body from inside. It is not available at all. Means you can never clean the body. Further, that now says this is all in the context of deha vasana. See, deha vasana further.
Ataha deha vasana madina tadetat malinyam abhipretya vasishtha aha.
Therefore means because this is the filthy condition of the body, therefore Dehavasana malina. Dehavasana, that is that vasana about the deha. How many varieties are there in Dehavasana? Atmatvam, that is Dehatma Bhava, identity of the body. Then Gunadhana, acquiring the good qualities. Doshapa Nayana, that is curing the defects or removing the deficiencies. Like this, the 3 varieties all in Deha Vasana. That Vasana is what? Malina, impure in nature, impure nature. And with respect to this impurity of this body, Vasishtha also has said further things. Tadetat malinyam abhipretya. Abhipretya, keeping in view this malinya. This malinya means this impurity of the body. So Vasishtha aha. So Vasishtha has said like this. What is it?
Apadamastakam Mata pitruvinirmitaha Iddeko nishchayo Rama Bandhaya sadvilokanat
Rama, O Rama, Mata Pitra Vinirmitaha Apadamastakam Aham. This notion is nothing but bondage. What is that notion? This body, what is that body? Mata Pitra Vinirmitaha. Vinirmitaha, produced by the parents. Then you can add there Dehaha. So Mata Pitra Vinirmitaha, add Deha. This body produced by the parents. How? Apada Mastakam. From the tip of the toe up to the top of the head, entire body. Aham. This is me. Iti ekaha nishchaya. There is only one nishchaya, ascertainment. Do you know what its nature? Asad vilokanat bandhaya, add bhavati. It is bandhaya bhavati. It is nothing but bondage. It produces the bondage. Why? What is wrong in that? This is asad vilokana. So vilokana here is drishti. Because of asad drishti means wrong notion, or what you call as ayathartha drishti. A drishti, an outlook which is not based on the facts. Yathartha means in accordance with the truth, fact. This is ayathartha, no yathartha. It is not based on the truth. So therefore this body cannot be I, and this body, taking this body as I is what? Bandhaya bhavati. And this state or this habit of taking the body as I is nothing but being in the hell only, it says.
Sakala sutra padavi Samaha vichivagura Sasi patravana shreni Yade ehamiti sthitihi
Dehe aham iti ya sthitihi. Or alternative is Dehaha aham iti ya sthitihi. Ya sthitihi. Whatever that state or that habit. What is it? What type of state? Dehaha aham iti. I am the body. Or Dehe aham iti. In the body, notion of I-ness. This state is what is its nature? Sa, means that sthiti, that state, sa sthiti is Kala Sutra Padavi. It is Padavi here is road to hell called Kala Sutra. Kala Sutra is the name of a hell. So it is a road to the hell called Kala Sutra. Kala Sutra. Again that state is Mahavichi Vagura. So again here it is the Vagura. So it is a Vagura means is a trap. This notion that the body is I is a trap to Mahavichi. That is Avichi is the name of another hell. And what is not ordinary? Maha Avichi. To a great hell called Avichi. It is the track to the great hell called Avichi. What is that? Dehaha ahamiti sitihi. Not only that, again, sa, that state is Asipatra Vanashreni. It is the Asipatra Vanashreni, a hell wherein there are rows of swords. Rows of sword means the patra. Patra means leaves, and leaves are so sharp like the sword. And this fellow has to go there. Means how he gets hurt, you can imagine as such. Asipatra, that is sword leaves. The leaves like the sword, and the row of hell comprising, having these leaves like sword, means such a torturous hell it is. Shreni. So that's better. Therefore, it is better, no, not better. One should not have the notion of I-ness in this body. It is only bandhaya bhavati, and therefore one has to give up this wrong notion that I am the body. Actually, all sadhanas are directly or indirectly meant to get rid of the wrong notion that the body is I. All that yesterday also seen, all sorrows emerge from this one thing, by that is taking the body as I. So it should be given up by all means.
Satyajya sarvayatnena sarvanashe upasthite sprashtavyasana bhavena sashvamauseva pulpasi iti.
Sa. What is that sa? Dehaha ahamiti or dehe ahamiti sthitihi. That state, that wrong notion. Sa tyaja should be given up. How? Even if one has to face utter ruin. Sa sarvanashe upasthite api sarvayatnena tyaja. It has to be given up. But for giving up, one has to face many difficulties. Never mind, because the disaster that is awaiting because by taking the body is as I cannot match with any other this thing. It is so colossal. So therefore, sarvanashe upasthite api means even if faced with utter ruin from the worldly evaluation. So that is utter ruin. From Adhyatma, that is the remedy. Giving up the wrong notion is the remedy. So even if faced with utter ruin, so what should be done? Sarvayatnena, by all means, by all effort that one can put forth, that sthiti, that wrong notion, that body is I, should be given up. Sa bhavena na sprashtavya. This wrong notion that I am the body should never be touched. By whom? Bhavena. Bhavya means by the one who is desirous of his good. Bhavya is the one who is desiring one's own good. So by the person who desires one's own good, this wrong notion of I am the body should never be touched. Means it should never be entertained. Like what? A detestable thing is illustrated. Sashva mausa pulkasi iva. Mauseva is there. Mausa iva. So like pulkasi. Pulkasi is a low caste woman. So as per this, as per the Shastra, a woman born of Nishada male and Shudra female. Father is a Nishada, a hunter, and mother is Shudra. So that means a girl born of such parents is called as Pulkasi. She is a Pulkasi woman. She is so dirty and filthy and low by herself. To add to that, do you know what she is doing? This one, Sashvamausa, a Pulkasi woman who is carrying the flesh of a dog. Already she is low, and to add to it, she is carrying the flesh of a dog. That is, Shwa is dog. Shvamausa is the flesh of a dog. Sa means here Saha. So one who is along with means one who is carrying the flesh of a dog. So this sthiti, that I am the body, this notion should never be touched, means should never be entertained. So in this manner, these three varieties of vasanas are to be given up by generating the counteracting vasanas. So that is now concluded.
तदेतत् लोक शास्त्र देह वासना त्रयम् अविवेकिनाम् उपादेयत्वेन प्रतिभासमानमपि विविदिशोः वेदनोत्पत्ति विरोधित्वात् विदुषः ज्ञानप्रतिष्ठा विरोधित्वाच्च विवेकिभिः हेयम्.
These are the three, that is the Malina Vasanas. Tadetat, as described so far. Loka, Shastra, Deha Vasana, Trayam. These Malina Vasanas, which are of three types. Loka Vasana, then Shastra Vasana. So Shastra Vasana again is of three types. Further, Deha Vasana is also further three types. So like this, these three Vasana, Malina Vasana. Avivekinam upadeyatvena didvena pratibhasamanamapi. Even though they appear to be something which should be necessarily taken to, which should be necessarily fulfilled. For whom? Avivekinam. Just you think of it. See, don't tell to anyone outside, okay? this Deha Vasana, Loka Vasana. See, these are the modern days of self-esteem, self-esteem. America is $1 million business, self-esteem. In these days of self-esteem, so you have to impress upon other people, for which, what is it, Loka Vasana is necessary. Even if you don't smile, you have to work up that smile. And at least some goody words you have to spell out like salesman, no? With a broad smile and all sweet honey dipped words, etc. So these are the ways of the world. Loka Vasana. Again, Shastra Vasana, Deha Vasana, don't ask at all. So knowledge of all the current things that are going on, become as an encyclopedia. Again, Deha Vasana, you have to pose yourself to be something great, someone who is great, etc. Like this. Though avivekinam, for those who lack discrimination, upadeyatvena pratibhasamanamapi, even though appear as worthy of acceptance. These three vasanas, even though they appear to be something that is worthy of acceptance to whom? Those who lack viveka. Means here viveka is from the standpoint of the highest accomplishment in life, that moksha, atma-dhyana, pratibhasamanamapi. For these people, there is something to be totally shunned. So for whom? Vividishoho, and these two varieties of people have to give up. Why also is told. Vividishoho, Vividishu is Veditum Ichchuhu, the one who is desirous of gaining the Atma Dhyana. For the one who is desirous of gaining the Atma Dhyana, Mumukshu Jidnyasu, vividishoho vedanotpatti virodhitva. It is something that is to be given up by a vividishu, a mumukshu, a jidnyasu. Why? It is vedanotpatti virodhitva. Virodhitva, being opposed to utpatti. The birth of Vedana here is Atma Jnana. So, it is being something which is opposed to the birth of Atma Jnana. It is being something which is opposed to the birth of Atma Jnana in the case of a Vividishu, a Mumukshu, a Jidnyasu. Suppose a Jnani, he has nothing, he need not bother about these vasanas. No. Vidushaha, in the case of a Jnani also, it is being Jnana Pratishtha Virodhitvacha. It is opposed to the Pratishtha, the firm abidance in the knowledge. For Mumukshu Jidnyasu, this hinder the Utpatti, the producing of the Jnana. In the case of a Jnani who has already got the Atma Jnana, they obstruct the Jnana Pratishtha, that Sthita Prajnatva, Sthira Prajna, that firm abides in knowledge, Virodhitvacha, Viveki Bhihi Heyam. It should be totally given up by who? A Viveki, a person who has got proper discrimination should totally give up this Lokavasana, Shastravasana, Dehavasana, which are malina, which are impure in nature. So therefore, in Smriti also, to this effect, we find the advice.
Ataha eva smaryate Lokavasanaya jantoho Shastravasana picha Dehavasana jnanam Yatha vannaiva jayate.
So it is told in Sutta Samhita, it's Ataha eva, for this very reason. What is that reason? Though these vasanas appear to be something to be taken to by the people who are aviveki, for a mumukshu and a jnani, they are certainly to be shunned, and therefore we find like this. Jantoho, for a human being here, jantu, living creature, but here for the human being. Lokavasanaya, on account of Lokavasana, Shastravasana picha, because of Shastravasana, and also Dehavasana, by these three types of vasana, Yathavat Jnanam na eva jayate. Yathavat Jnanam, Atma Jnana, Yathavat means properly, truly, exactly as Atma Sarupa. This Jnana Naeva Jayate is not born at all, and therefore by all means these vasanas have to be given up. Now one more fourth varieties of vasana is added. Dehavasana, Lokavasana, Shastravasana and Dehavasana. The subdivisions we already see. The main three are there. The fourth one is called as Manasavasana. What is that Manasavasana is told here. And after some time, that Manasavasana also is presented in a slightly different manner.
Yatu Dambadarpadhyasura Sampadrupaha Manasavasana Tasya Naraka Hetutvat Malinyam Ati Prasiddham.
Yatu, whatever, this type of vasana, but Manasavasana, it is singular, not Rupaha, Rupa. Yatu, whatever that is. Dambha Darpa Dhyasura Sampadrupa. The vasana which is in the form of Asuri Sampat, like Dambha. Dambha is deceit, or what is called as religious hypocrisy. In Sanskrit it is called as Dharma Dhvajitvam, means posing as if One is a great religious person. So he does yajna yagadi etc. to show to others that he is a religious person. So therefore, deceit or damba is deceit or religious hypocrisy. Damba, darpa, vanity, arrogance, adi, like this. So asura sampadrupa, which is like asuri sampad. What is it? Manasa vasana. So that vasana, you say, it is well known that this is a gateway to hell. We need not separately tell. At least Deha Vasana, Loka Vasana, Shastra Vasana, Deha Vasana have to be described as how they are harmful. But this Manasa Vasana in terms of Asuri Sampad is well known that it is leading to hell. So the Rupa Manasa Vasana. So this is Manasa Vasana. Tasyaha, of that Manasa Vasana in terms of Asuri Sampad, Naraka Hetutvat, being the cause or to hell, Malinyam Ati Prasiddham. So its Malinya, impurity is Ati Prasiddham, well known, it need not be separately mentioned. So therefore what is to be done? By any means whatsoever, destroy all the four types of vasana.
तथा केनापि उपायेन वासना चतुष्टयस्य क्षयः सम्पादनीयः यथा वासनायाः क्षयः सम्पादनीयः तथा मनसः अपि.
Ataha, because all the four types of vasanas are something which are harmful to the ultimate goal of life of gaining that Atma Jnana and Pratishtha in it. Vivekis have to given up, and therefore kenapi upayena, by any means whatsoever. What you do is your lookout. So you do whatever you want, but get rid of these vasanas. So kenapi upayena vasana chatushtayasya kshayah, destruction, termination, end of four types of vasanas: loka vasana, shastra vasana, deha vasana, and manasa vasana. We'll see manasa vasana slightly differently afterward. He is going to describe. So kshayaha sampadaniyaha, should be accomplished, should be fulfilled. So therefore what is to be done now? Vasana kshaya has to be accomplished. Earlier it was already pointed out. Tattvajnana, Vasanakshaya and Manonasha are interdependent. They have to be practiced simultaneously. And in the context of Jivan Mukti, Vasanakshaya and Manonasha are pradhana, predominant. Tattvajnana is predominant for Videya Mukti, but here discussion is more about the Jivan Mukti. So therefore, Vasanakshaya and Manonasha have to be taken to seriously, and therefore when you say Vasanakshaya, Manonasha also has to be practiced, and therefore so he says mere Vasanakshaya by itself cannot be fruitful. It should be accompanied by the efforts to gain Manonasha. That is first told, and then the question arises, what is this mind? So he describes about the mind for some length, and then picks up the threads of Vasanakshaya. Chapter is dedicated to Vasanakshaya, and Manonasha will be dealt in detail in the next chapter. But the context has come, the Vasanakshaya, and Vasanakshaya without Manonasha will not work, and therefore what is mind etc. is first told. Yatha, just as Vasanakshayaha sampadaniyaha. So just as the Vasanakshaya has to be accomplished, tatha, in the same manner, Manasaha api. So Manasaha api means that you have to make adhyara. Manasaha api क्षयः सम्पादनीयः मनसः अपि, then add adhyar, क्षयः सम्पादनीयः. So the destruction of the mind also has to be accomplished. Why? The reason is mind is made up of sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, and these three gunas are the causes for vasanas. So therefore they are interdependent, and that also has to be accomplished. Now the question arises, what is mind? Some say there is no mind at all. Some describe the mind as something like that. Tarkikas say something about it. All this is now accounted.
न च तार्किकवत् नित्यद्रव्यमणुपरिमाणं मनः वैदिकाः अभ्युपगच्छन्ति येन मनोनाशः दुस्संपादः स्यात्। किं तर्हि
सावयवम् अनित्यं
सर्वदा चतुर्वर्णादिवत्
बहुविध परिणामार्हं
द्रव्यं मनः.
So what is told now? Manonasha, destruction of the mind has to be accomplished. The Tarkika will say, sir, better don't try, because you will fail. Do you know why? Mind cannot be destroyed. Why mind cannot be destroyed? Mind is something nitya. Mind is eternal, and that which is eternal cannot be destroyed. This is not the truth. Okay, this is what Tarkikas have to say. Therefore, what is mind has to be told. According to Tarkikavat, see, nacha Tarkikavat, nitya dravya, etc. Final word is, the verb is abhyupagachanti. That nacha should go with abhyupagachanti. Vaidikaha nacha abhyupagachanti. Those who follow Vedas, they don't accept this notion of Tarkika. What is their notion? Tarkikavat nitya dravyam. They say mind is, which is nitya dravya. Dravya means a substance. It is, nitya means eternal. Mind is something which is an eternal substance. You know what it means? Nitya means indestructible. It cannot be destroyed. Therefore, what it means, Tarkika means that mind being eternal substance cannot be destroyed. And do you know what it is size? Anuparimanam. It is atomic in size. These anu were in our Indian culture were much before this scientists discovered it, but their concept was different. So therefore anuparimanam, that is, it is of size of an atom. This concept of Tarkika, the anuparimanam manaha, mind is like this. This concept of Tarkika, Vaidikaha na abhyupagachan. Those who follow Vedas, Vedanta, they don't accept it. And because they say Nitya Dravya and therefore Manonasha is not possible, is not correct. Yena Manonashaha Dussampadaniyaha Sya. Yena, because of it means if it is a Nitya Dravya, eternal substance, as a result of being eternal substance, Manonasha, destruction of mind, will become what? Dussampadaniya means not possible, which is not correct. Who Vaidikas don't accept. Then what? Kim tarhi? Then what is you are this thing, the description of the mind? He says this is the actual nature of the mind. Mind is savayavam. It is with parts. And with parts means parichinna, limited, subject to destruction. Savayavam anityam. It is not eternal, it is not permanent. Then what happens? It is subject to different change, moment by moment. Sarvada, all the time. Jatu Suvarnadivat. Like Jatu. Jatu is lac. That red resin, Lakshagraha, where Pandavas were planned to be burned. So that lac, that LAC lac resin, red resin, Jatul or Suvarnadivat, like the gold, silver, etc. So what is the illustration? Just as that Jatu lac can be, when you heat it, it melts, and you can give different shapes, and when it dries up, it has a different shape. Like gold or silver metals, you heat them up, you melt them, and then give different shapes. So like that, Jatu Suvarnadivat Bahuvidha Parinamarham Dravyam, a substance which can be subjected to different types of varieties of parinamas, changes, modification. That substance or that matter is mind. Now, which is correct? This you can't, because you are telling you are studying Vedanta, no? Therefore you have to follow Vedikas. Is it that way? How do you say it is proved now? So, by the characteristic features of the mind and certain evidences, mind is like this and not as Tarkikas assume. So that is now being proved.
वाजसनेनः समामनन्ति कामः संकल्पो विचिकित्सा श्रद्धा अश्रद्धा धृतिः अधृतिः धीः धीः भीः इति एतत् सर्वं मनः एव इति एतत् लक्षणम्.
He says what we have told can be proved based on the lakshana, the characteristic feature, and also pramana, the proof, evidence. Tasya means manasaha, of the mind, lakshanam, the characteristic feature, and pramanam, the proof or the evidence that such a mind does exist. These both are described or mentioned by whom? Vajasanenaha samamananti. Samamananti means mention or learn. Means it is so there where in the Vajasane Shakha Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad there is a mention about the characteristic feature of the mind and also the pramana, the proof, evidence as to the existence of the mind. What is it? It says Brihadaranyaka 153. It is all these are the modifications of the mind. What are those? Kamaha, desire. Sankalpaha, consideration or thinking. Vichikitsa, doubt. Shraddha, faith. Ashraddha, lack of faith. Dhrutihi, fortitude. Adhrutihi, lack of fortitude. Rihi, shame. Dhihi, here dhi is determined knowledge. Dhi is determined knowledge. Iti etat sarvam. All these varieties of changes, modifications or thoughts, sarvam manaha eva. All is nothing but mind. Mind is constituted of all these. Iti etat lakshanam. This is the lakshana, the characteristic feature of the mind. So where we can find this kama, sankalpa, vichikitsa, shraddha, ashraddha? Where to discover them? He says they are directly cognized, perceived by everyone.
क्रमेण उत्पद्यमानाः चाक्षुष प्रत्यक्ष घटादिवत् साक्षि प्रत्यक्षेण अतिस्पष्टं भासन्ते तद् उपादानं मनः इत्यर्थः.
So you need not go anywhere to find out this mind. So you are full of all this. What are those? Ya, whatever those. Kamadi vrittayaha. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara, all varieties of thoughts. What do they do? Kramena utpadyamanaha. Which are born one after the other. See, these don't come simultaneously. They come one after the other. But the problem is, it is so fast, for virtually they appear as if they are coming simultaneously, but they are coming only one after the other. Kramena utpadyamanaha, which are born one after the other, and what are very clearly cognized. How? Chakshusha pratyaksha ghatadivat, like a pot, etc., which can be directly perceived by seeing, hearing, etc. means pot, form, seen, some sound can be heard. How directly? So that word pratyaksha means that can be directly perceived. Here, sakshi pratyakshena. For ghata, etc., chaksha pratyaksha, what is necessary? Jnanendriyas are required. Here it is sakshi pratyaksha, without the jnanendriyas, directly by chaitanya reflected in antakarna. So by that sakshi pratyakshena, ati spashtam bhasante, are very clearly cognized, are very clearly illumined or known. Yes or no? In your mind these vrittis are there or not? If they are not there, I will conclude you are sleeping. Other possibilities there samadhi, but I know that it is not possible for you. So therefore the only inference is you are sleeping. So therefore, so ati spashtam bhasante, very clearly cognized. It says tad vrityupadanam. Tad vrityupadanam means tesham vrittinam upadanam karanam. The upadana karana, the material cause of those vrittis, kama, krodha, etc., which are directly cognized by us even without the help of jnanendriya. So that is what is manaha ityarthaha. That is what is mind. So therefore, the characteristic feature of the mind, as given the Brihadaranyaka was told, and it was further explained in terms of pointing out this is what the mind is. Now the pramana, the evidence or the proof for the existence of the mind. Such a mind is there. How can you prove? So it can be demonstrated.
Anyatra mana abhuvam nadarsham. Anyatra mana abhuvam nashrausham. Iti manasa yesha pashyati. Manasa shunoti. Iti etat pramanam.
So this is the pramana again from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 153. Anyatra manaha abhuvam na adarsham. See, my mind was elsewhere and therefore I didn't see. Something is right in front of this fellow and this fellow has not seen them, and somebody else, hey, did you not see? Oh, my mind was elsewhere. So I have come to Lonavala, but Bombay, what is Bombay, what is happening? That is what I was thinking, and therefore what happened? So I didn't see. Therefore what? Abhuvam na adarsham. So therefore I didn't see. Again, anyatra manaha abhuvam na ashrausham. So my mind was elsewhere, so therefore I didn't hear. He is within the range of audible distance. Still I didn't hear. Iti, what does it mean? Manasa hi eshaha pashyati manasa shrunati. No doubt, eyes are necessary, ears are necessary, but without the mind, eyes can't see, ears can't hear. So therefore, by mind only, eshaha, the person, pashyati, sees, manasa, shrunoti. So this ityadi, so all this pramanam. For pramana for what? You add manasaha sadbhave. The pramana, the proof for sadbhava, existence of the mind. So this is the proof for the existence of the mind. Pramanam. Same thing is explained further. So that anyatra manaha abhuvam na adarsham, anyatra manaha abhuvam na ashrausham. This phrase of Brihadaranyaka, which is the proof or evidence for the existence of the mind, is further explained.
चक्षु सन्निकृष्ट स्फीतालोक मध्यवर्ती घटः श्रोत्र सन्निकृष्ट उच्चैः पठितो वेदश्च यस्यानवधाने सति न प्रतीयते अवधाने तु प्रतीयते तादृशं सर्वविषयोपलब्धि साधारणकरणम् अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्यां प्रतीयते इति अर्थः।
चक्षु सन्निकृष्टः स्फीतालोक मध्यवर्ती घटः. A pot. So where is it? Chakshu sannekrishtah, which is sannekrishta means near, which is near the eyes, means which is within the range of sight of the individual, which is near the eyes. Again, it may be near the eyes, but in pitch darkness. No. Sphita loka madhyavarti ghataha. So, which is in full light, exposed to full light. Sphita loka means abundance, abundant light. So, which is in abundant light means which is exposed to full light, light, satya ghataha. So, is what? Say, if the mind is elsewhere, if one is not attentive, is not able to see it. Shrotra sannikrishtaha uchchaihi patitaha vedascha. Again, the Vedas, uchchaihi patitaha, loudly chanted. And where Shrotra sannikrishtaha, which is near the ear, means within the audible range of the person, patitaha vedascha. Yasya anavadhane sati, by whose inattention or negligence. Anavadhana. Avadhana is attention. Anavadhana is inattention. Inattention means what? Mind. Attention is with respect to the mind. So by whose inattention, this by the inattention of the mind, sati, when it is so, na pratiyate, is not cognized, neither seen nor heard, depending on the thing. Avadhane tu, by whose attention is what? Pratiyate, it is cognized, that is mind. Mind is that by whose attention, or whose inattention, such things are not perceived. By whose attention, these are perceived. That is what the mind is. And therefore, tadrisham, of such nature, the mind is sarva vishayopalabdhi sadharana karanam. It is the sadharana karana, the general cause of such perception. So, no doubt, jnanendriyas are necessary for specific vishayas, but in general, for all jnanendriyas, the mind has to be there. So, therefore, it says, tadrisham, of such nature, sarva vishayopalabdhi sadharana karanam. Upalabdhi here is perception, cognition. So, the general means of all varieties of perception or cognition is what? Anvaya vyatirekabhyam pratiyate ityarthaha. Is pratiyate, is understood, is known by anvaya vyatireka. When attention of the mind is there, you are able to perceive. Inattention is there, you cannot perceive. This shows that Anvaya, presence of the mind, you perceive. Absence of the mind, you can't. So that is Anvaya Vyatireka Pratiyati. So that is what mind is. This is further explained.
तस्मादपि दृष्टतः उपसृष्टः मनसा विजानाति इति एतत् उदाहरणम्.
For this, illustration is given in the Brihadaranyaka only. Tasmadapi means the mind is necessary to know all this. It is a general means for gaining any types of perceptual knowledge. Therefore only. Prishtataha upaprishtah. See, somebody is touched or tickled with a feather at the back. Even children also, he just tickled with either with the finger or the feather. Now look. The person knows, oh, he is tickling with the feather or touching with the finger. Eyes have seen it? No. What is perceived is only touch. And the job of the sense of touch is over after reporting you there is some tickling sensation or touch. But, oh, with the finger, with the feather, who says that? That is mind. Is mind. Why? Eyes can't go, eyes can't see the backside. So that I say, Prishtataha means from back. Upasprishtah, touched or tickled. Manasa vijanati. He knows by the mind that he is touched. Swastik Prajabhyat Paripalayantam
Purnamada